All right, we're live for episode 97 of the Hurricane Mike Show, where now we know what the Super Bowl matchup will be on Sunday in a couple of weeks. Yeah, it'll be the Super Bowl, and that fun fact: the Falcons have never won the big game. And why is that?
Because they suck a little bit.
Man, don't they suck, bro? But we gotta get started. Couple games, it's not gonna be like a long episode, but couple games we gotta discuss. Starting with Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, Dad, remember when you said the game wasn't gonna be close?
I picked the wrong way.
I mean, hey, you were half right.
I thought somebody was gonna get a 50 burger. Wrong team.
Well, I mean, you had 49 points, but close enough.
At 40,
But
49.
But yeah, the Eagles, man, they weren't playing around. Bro, it's like we were watching the Commanders versus Lions game all over again, except the Commanders were the Lions. I was watching this game and I'm there's one point in the third quarter where I was like, okay, if the Commanders score a touchdown and 2-point conversion, they can make it a 3-point game. But Austin Ekeler goes and fumbled the ball. Dad, what's your take after watching this game?
Well, I made that pick not knowing that Saquon Barkley was going to turn into the new Jim Brown. I mean, he was running over them people like they wasn't even born, man. What he had? He had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the Eagles as a team, they had 6, 7, 8.
7.
I don't know. They were just running and tush pushing, and all day. They got whatever they wanted on the ground.
Commanders were jumping the line, back-to-back plays.
Yeah. And Jayden Daniels didn't have a great game. He didn't suck either. I mean, but, he had a great rookie season. He's got a very bright future. He should be back in this position again, but it just wasn't his day.
Yeah, I think the Commanders have a bright future, but you never know. Because, for Dan Marino, if y'all remember, Dan Marino, I think in his rookie year or his second year, one or the other, he made the Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl, and never made it back. So you never know in the NFL. This could have been Jayden Daniels' only shot, or he could make a Super Bowl in a few years. You never know. Jayden Daniels may never win a ring, or Jayden Daniels may win a ring next year. You never know. The Commanders, they just came out. I think they were just too nervous. Because I was watching that game, and then there was one point where I wanted to glue the football to their hands so they can't fumble it. Man, I'm telling you, bro, they were fumbling the ball like they weren't even born. I'm telling you, man, bro, that ball hit the ground so much, I'm pretty sure the ball married the ground. Bruh, come on, man. You're not supposed to do that in the NFC Championship. But, the Commanders are a young team, so I think they could make it back, No one thought they would be in this position. Jayden Daniels was the top passer yesterday, 29 for 48, 255 and a touchdown. He also had 1 pick, but ain't nobody care. The game was already over at that point. Saquon had 15 carries for 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. He just didn't care, and Giant fans are sitting somewhere crying in the corner. And Zach Ertz said earlier today that he's not going to retire. He was a solid tight end today or yesterday. Had 11 catches for 140 yards. The only person that catch the ball. Terry McLaurin had 1 good play. Marshawn Lattimore was ready to fight A.J. Brown. It was crazy. So yeah. However, I will say this, though. A lot of people are saying Cliff Kingsbury, saying to the coach, no.
Why not?
I'm about to tell you, but hi, PWCOTW. I don't know what that stands for, but glad you can make it. I don't want Cliff Kingsbury because the amount, bruh, you run the ball on 1st and 10, right? You only get 2 yards. You run the ball on 2nd and 8, you get 2 more yards. Why are you doing the same bull crap? I thought I was watching a Pete Carmichael game. If you know, you know. I'm watching the Commanders, and people were like Cliff Kingsbury, like they're guzzling the Cliff Kingsbury Kool-Aid. And I'm watching the Commanders, and I'm like, bruh, I don't see nothing special out of Cliff Kingsbury. Plus, he already failed as a head coach in Arizona. And last time I checked, the last time the Saints hired a previous failed head coach, but was a good coordinator. Did that work out, Dad? Did that work out last time?
Who we talking about?
Remember, Dennis Allen failed as a head coach, but was a solid coordinator.
Yeah, right.
Did that work out?
The bright side of Cliff Kingsbury, which Dennis Allen never even sniffed. Cliff Kingsbury has a track record of developing quarterbacks. Now, you know what he did with, let's go backwards. What he did with Jaden Daniels his first year. All right. You might say he failed in Arizona, but Kyler Murray was, a prolific passer back then. He kind of fell off the table since Kingsbury left. And also another one, Cliff Kingsbury was the offensive coordinator for Johnny Manziel, the only time he was ever a good quarterback.
Yeah, I understand that, but at the end of the day, what has Cliff Kingsbury really done? Like, I understand he developed quarterbacks. I understand that. But, like, Kyler Murray, right? A lot of people were questioning the contract that they gave Kyler. Jaden Daniels, I'll give him Jaden Daniels. But I understand he coached Patrick Mahomes in college, but Mahomes is not the same player in college that he was in the NFL. He coached Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel, I understand. But like I said, that's just proof that he's a good coordinator. Okay, I'll give him that. But as a coach, like, bro, when the lights were bright yesterday, he failed. Okay, I understand he did whatever he did against the Lions. Their defense was banged up. It was hurt. The Commanders could do whatever they want. I understand that. But like the Commanders, every single time they played a good team this season, Cliff Kingsbury was shaking in his boots. Every time they played a good defense, like Jaden Daniels had his good moments. I just don't trust Cliff Kingsbury. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. Kellen Moore, I would rather prefer Kellen Moore over Kingsbury if I had to choose one. In fact, Moore would be my number one guy. But Dad, let's move on because there's this. Dad, do you remember what I told you last week of why the Chiefs are going to beat the Bills? Do you remember?
Did it have to do with something that looks like a zebra?
It did. I said the referees will not let the Chiefs lose. And boy, they did not disappoint.
They didn't. They was on top of their game. They probably was the only one on top of their game yesterday.
Like, bro, like everybody's like Josh Allen choke eyes. Bro, what is Josh Allen supposed to do when the ball is hitting the ground, but the ref is like, catch? What is Josh Allen supposed to do when he picks up a first down and the refs are like, that way? What is Josh Allen supposed to do? What is Josh Allen supposed to do when the referees throw a flag and then pick it up for nonsense? What is Josh Allen supposed to do there? Like, everybody's like, Josh Allen this. Josh Allen's the only reason the Bills are even in that game, bruh. If the Bills had another quarterback that was not a guy like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, like those are like the only two guys where I could see being in Buffalo that would have made that a game. If Justin Herbert was playing in Buffalo, Chiefs probably destroyed the Bills. If Jalen Hurts was even playing with the Bills, I think the Chiefs win easily. So like Josh Allen's the only reason the Bills are even in that game. I don't want to hear no Josh Allen slander. I understand 0-4 versus Mahomes in the playoffs. But the referees, look, I understand. I don't really like using the referee excuse because it sounds weak. But what are you supposed to do? I sat up here and said the same thing last week. The referees will not let the Bills win. And they did not disappoint. They did exactly what I said they were going to do. They were calling bogus stuff, and everybody was like, whoa, they missed a face mask during the game. That may be true. However, the Chiefs still had a good play on that play, right? So it didn't really matter. And I understand Patrick Mahomes earlier the week was like, oh, the refs don't give us a call. Bull crap, bro. Everybody other than biased Chiefs fans know what happened yesterday. The ball's over the line.
Refs miss calls all game long on both teams, every single game. But they miss calls or they throw the flag in the favor of the Chiefs at timely moments. 3rd and long, 4th and 1. Nobody gets the benefit of the doubt more than the Chiefs do. Let me go into some of my feelings about why the Bills lost other than the Chiefs. Number one, Joe Brady. I mean, I know he was a head coaching candidate, and he recently pulled his name out of the Saints coaching search. And let me tell you about that. First off, in Joe Brady's favor, you know what that's saying about the Saints organization? He's publicly you know what somebody tells you when they say, okay, I am not a candidate for this job anymore. You know what they're trying to tell you? They're trying to tell you that, look, y'all better get Mickey Loomis and stop calling me. That's all I want. I want him to stop calling me. That's what Joe Brady told Mickey Loomis. Okay. And if you're looking for a coaching candidate, how about Sean McDermott?
No.
He should be fired after that performance yesterday. I mean, how do we have to stop? Look, we have to cut it out. People, we have to stop going for 2-point conversions in the first freaking quarter. I mean, you chasing points that early in the game. I was sitting there telling my wife, I'm like, that's going to come back and bite him. I mean, how are you going to just give up points when you're going to have the ball like 7 more times during the game? You're going to have the ball 7, 8 more times during the game. You're going to lose by 1 or 2 points. And, you know, if you were to kick field goals, I know they lost by 3, but that's, you know, it still changed the flow of the game. Kick the extra point, people. Y'all shouldn't go for no 2-point conversion until it's like under 5 minutes left in the game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the same way with the Commanders, right? Because, you know, they scored a touchdown in the first half. They made a 2-point game. And they tried to tie the game early, and they called one of the most ridiculous plays I've ever seen. So then if it's like the 3rd or 4th quarter and you're down by 2 and, like, your offense isn't really moving that well and your defense is not playing that great, then, okay, I would understand that. But, bro, man, just kick the extra point because then you're only down by 1. And if you get even if it's a tied game, look, if you don't get, even if you get the 2 and it's a tied game, the Eagles can take the lead anyway, but you can take the lead right back, okay? But however, if you fail the 2-point try, it's a 2-point game. So the Eagles get a touchdown and get the extra point, it's a 9-point game. So now you got to score 2 more times just to match them.
And how many times have the Chiefs this year winning, 1-point games, 2-point games, 3-point games, and you giving up points? You're going to need those points.
The Chiefs have won 16 straight games by 1 possession. And look, a lot of people may say, bro, you're salty, you're delusional. People may say the referees did not do nothing wrong. And if you are agreeing with that, then you are stupid. I don't care if you think that's rude. I don't care if you think that's disrespectful. You are a stupid individual to think that the referees don't have nothing on the Chiefs. You are just a dumb brain rot that shouldn't even be talking about football. Because it's clear as day. Bruh, the receiver, Xavier Worthy, right, goes up for the ball. The defender almost intercepts it. Worthy, I understand, has more possession of the ball. But the ball was literally laying on the ground. The ball was literally taking a nap on the ground. What are we talking about here, bruh? What are we talking about here? What's good, Jerry? What are we talking about? The ball was literally dancing on the ground. How is that a catch?
If somebody did catch it, I think it would have been the Buffalo guy had more of the ball than Xavier Worthy did. But anyway, on the 4th and 1 where Josh Allen clearly had the first down, but the guys on the he's looking at the video or whatever. The other guy's looking at his little notepad. Sometimes they act like they're writing something. You know what he's doing, right? He's checking the script. Oh, no, we're supposed to. Oh, okay, I got the script. So, yeah, it's all fake. It's all fake. All
yeah.
Jerry. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what y'all say. It's fake. It's scripted. You know, they're writing the script for the Super Bowl right now. They're like, okay, first quarter, throw a flag on this dude. All right. Second quarter, make sure Chiefs get this first down. You know, it's all written down, and they're gonna hand it to the refs right before the game, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for the refs. They're gonna be on the game.
Yeah. Jerry says the Chiefs did it again. Bills deserve to win that game. Yeah, look, I understand the Bills did not play a perfect game. I understand that the Bills made lots of mistakes that came back to bite them, like that was mentioned with the 2-point tries and stuff. But it's kind of hard to beat the Chiefs and the rest at the same time, bro. Like, I understand, right? Bad calls happen. Referees are human. I get that. But it's this obvious. It is this obvious. Like, there should be no reason that Kansas City gets all the calls. I understand Mahomes, if he doesn't get the calls, he's going to sue you, apparently, because he's the biggest crybaby on the earth. But, bruh, we are trying to watch the NFL, okay? And Josh Allen got that first down, but the Merrick double struggling. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm watching the game, and I'm like, oh, that's a first down. All right. Let's go, baby. The Bills moving the chains, man. If they get a touchdown, it's an 8-point game. And the referee's done reverse the call, and I'm watching that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, the Chiefs are going to win this game. And like I said, yeah, the Chiefs and the refs, yeah. Like I said, last week, I came up in here and I predicted the Chiefs to win. Why? Because the referees are not letting the Bills win. They were not letting the Chiefs lose. The NFL is rigged. It's fixed. Well, it needs to be fixed, but in NFL terms, it's fixed. I don't want to see bro, it's not. It has nothing to do with me not liking the Chiefs. It has nothing to do with that. If the Chiefs were winning fair and square, I would say, okay, congratulations, Chiefs. Y'all deserve to go to the Super Bowl. It's not like that. Like in 2019, the Chiefs were the better team. They deserved to win that Super Bowl. In 2022, the Chiefs, I would say, deserved to get there, even though that was not holding on Bradbury. But the Chiefs, I feel like, deserved to get there. Last year, even, the Chiefs, they were playing mid. But they, in my opinion, deserved to win against 49ers. This year, they didn't deserve. No, they didn't even deserve to make the playoffs from how they were playing. Even Stevie Wonder knew it was a first down. Bruh, Helen Keller knew it was a first down. Stevie Wonder knew it was a first down. My freaking Cats knew it was a first down. Everybody on the planet knew it was a first down. Other than the man in black and white.
A bigger deal than this fourth down play was the third down play. I mean, the little bubble screens, I think Amari Cooper or whatever. He even got the first down, but they didn't even look at it because Sean McDermott, being the stupid coach he is, got everybody up to the line real quick, didn't even look at it, and because they was like, oh, we're going to get this, tush push or whatever, in the fourth down happened. But that third down was even further along than that fourth down play was. Rwanda Tate, he got that first down. His knee was not down. He crossed the line. Boom. McDermott didn't challenge it. Here we are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the Bills were marked a yard short on every single down. Like, I understand the Bills. People were like, well, the Bills were 9 for 20 on 3rd and 4th downs. Why do you think that was? Half of those plays were first downs, but they were marked a yard short every single time. James Cook literally had a fight for that touchdown in the first half. He had a fight because if the ball would have crossed, he had to make sure that the ball was clearly across the line. Bro, I'm surprised the referees didn't give the Chiefs 2-3 touchdowns from how the game was going. Like, dude, Dad, you brought up a good point last week where the Bills have to make it a 2-score game so the referees don't hold it, but they can't even do that without the refs doing some bogus. Like, the Chiefs are just the most entitled fan base. And what makes this super hilarious, like, what's up, Connor? Yeah, I know your Bills got cheated. But what makes this so hysterical is that a couple years ago against the Bengals in the AFC Championship when the Chiefs lost, who are they blaming? They're like referees. But now that if you go look at one of my videos, I forgot which one it was, but it was, no, never mind, I do remember. It was when I made a YouTube short about Marlon Humphrey saying that the Chiefs need to go. There's a Chiefs fan that literally said the referees be cheating, and then a comment later said those calls were correct. Like, bro, do you see how you just contradicted yourself? Like, I'm sorry, what are we talking about, bro? Like, bro, Tom Brady retired, so we're like, okay, finally, the referees might actually be fair. And then Mahomes comes along and ruins it. So now we got to wait till Mahomes retires just for somebody else to get drafted and probably do the same thing. I'm tired of it, man. So in the Super Bowl, when they play the Eagles, I'm Unfortunately, I'm not to root for the Eagles, and I think the Eagles can win, but it's up to the refs if they're going to let the game be fair. Like I don't even care, bro. It got to a point where as soon as, I was like, if you remember, Dalton Kincaid dropped the pass on 4th down, and then if you look at the bottom right of your screen, there was a yellow thing that said flag. I guarantee you, and I believe this full-heartedly, Kincaid catches that ball.
They pick the flag up.
There was no flag, illegal. If Kincaid would have caught that ball, illegal shift, offense, holding, offense, personal foul, it would have been something on the Bills. Like I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I want to see football. I don't want to see a beauty pageant. Who can convince the refs more? Like, dude, 2018, don't get me wrong, was a terrible call. But the Chiefs even make that call look like it was a good call. That's how bad the Chiefs are making everything look. So now they're playing the Eagles in New Orleans in a couple of weeks. Taylor Swift gonna be here. Travis Kelce gonna be here.
Woo-hoo, man, I can't wait. Can you wait?
To what? Jump off a bridge and never watch football again?
Yeah. Somebody asked me today, like, who you got, the Chiefs or the Eagles? I'm like, I got the commercials. That's what I'm gonna watch the commercial.
Fun fact: some of my friends are in a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh yeah, which one?
I think it actually aired yesterday. It was the one where it's like I am somebody, where they just repeated after.
Yeah, I see that one. All right.
Yeah. Some of my friends were in that commercial. However, Chiefs win again. They're probably gonna win the freaking Super Bowl because who cares at this point? Chiefs are gonna have the fakest three-peat ever. Like, bro, the Chiefs have to be the worst dynasty I've seen in my life. 49ers dynasty, better. Steelers dynasty, better. 49ers dynasty, better. I don't know if I said them yet. Saints win Super Bowl, I wish. But yeah, Steelers dynasty better. Cowboys dynasty better. 49ers dynasty better. Patriots dynasty better. Like, dude, like even the Legion of Boom, that Seahawks team would blow the Chiefs out if the referees let them. So, Dad, you got anything else?
Not on this game, no.
All right, man, because don't worry, we'll be back. We'll probably have a show Friday, but we'll be back next week to preview the freaking Super Bowl and see what bogus the refs are going to call.
You know what we need to do a show on?
What?
Each of our top 5 things that need to be changed about football.
I'm sure we can do that right now if you want.
Okay, off the top of my head, go ahead. Which one for you?
Well, for number one, what I think needs to be changed, what needs to be changed, I think referees need to start getting fined and suspended for all the bogus.
Fined and suspended for bad calls.
Yes.
They should be evaluated every Monday, and every Wednesday come out with, so and so was fined or so and so made bad calls. Just like a player would. A player does a bad hit. Wednesday comes, like so and so got fined. That was a bad hit. Well, let's hold these refs' feet to the fire like that too.
Yeah. So what's your number one?
Well, I don't know. I'm not ranking them. I'm just going off the top of my head. Like, one would be these college offenses need to stay in college. I don't like the whole zone read thing. I mean, I seen Washington fumble it this time. And anytime you put the ball in a running back's belly, and then you can either hand it to them or you take it away. I hope they fumble that every time. That is so stupid. I mean, either run the ball or pass the ball, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, number two, off the top of my head, I don't want offensive or defensive coordinators taking interviews during the playoffs if you have a first-round bye or not. Because we saw what the Lions are doing, right? Ben Johnson, in my opinion, was not focused. Aaron Glenn was not focused. Like, because Ben Johnson was focused on getting that paycheck. So I feel like they should be full concentrating. And I feel like that should be considered tampering, in my opinion. I feel like that should be considered tampering. So that was your next thing.
The next one, I would have to say, this is going to be controversial. We need to outlaw the tush push. I think that should be illegal. Helping, it used to be illegal. Because I remember they got in trouble or a big controversy when Reggie Bush pushed Matt Leinart into the end zone in the national championship game to win that. They was like, oh, that was illegal. You couldn't push somebody like that. But now the Eagles are doing it every game, doing it 4 or 5 times a game. I mean, I wish that would go away.
All right. My number 3 thing is probably off the top of my head. I think that if the NFL does a full investigation and one play, like for example, 2018, if they determine that was pass interference, I think that the game should be replayed like during the week. I don't think the full game should be replayed, but if there's like a call at like in like the final, I would say the final 3 minutes, then I think the last 3 minutes of the game needs to be replayed so we can actually see, some fair football. So, like for example, 2018, we gotta kick that game-winning field goal, no matter what you say. So that's my number 3. What's your number 3?
I think this goes along with the whole ref situation. We need to eliminate a lot of the judgment calls. I mean, just for a few of them, like illegal contact downfield. I mean, you just handing people first down. You handing people touchdown. You handing it to them, and relax the holding rules on the offensive lineman. Just we want to see people play football, not see people throw flags.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, my number 4. My number 4. Hold on, I had something in mind. Hold on. Let it come back to me. My number 4 thing, in my opinion, I feel like, bro, I had it. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. All right. What about football? Okay, I feel like. Okay, here's what I was gonna say. I feel like if there's a 50-50 call. Okay, I feel like if they're both hand fighting, or if like. No, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that. This is actually what I want to say. I want the taunting call to be banned. Okay? I don't want, because it's football. You just expect the dudes to do a great play and just be statues about it. Like, I want there to be zero taunting. Man, let the dudes taunt, bro. Like, let the dudes say that you suck or whatever. Like, it ain't hurting nobody. Man, they millionaires. They'll be all right. Man, soft league. So that was your number 4 or 5? I think you're number 4.
Might be 5, but this is gonna be my last one because it's the big one. It's the biggest one. So I'm saving the best for last. In fact, if I was gonna rank it, this would be number 1. The Atlanta Falcons need to be ostracized from the league. Just kick them out the league. No more Atlanta Falcons. How about that?
All right. Well, then who are we going to make fun of?
All right. Put them back in the league. Just have them go 0-17 every year. That's a rule. It's got to be 0-17.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, my last one would be that Mickey Loomis gets automatically banned from the NFL. So a head coach actually wants to come here.
That's what they're gonna have to do. I mean, do like the Raiders had it good. I mean, they got rid of their GM, then hired a GM, then got a coach, and now he's looking for a quarterback. There's talk about him bringing Russell Wilson to reunite
Pete Carroll.
What do you think about that?
I think it could be solid. I feel like Russell Wilson really respects Pete Carroll. So I think it could work. Obviously, Russell Wilson ain't gonna be the Raiders' long-term franchise QB or anything, but I feel like if they draft if they trade it for like Shadur Sanders or something, or they draft some type of quarterback, maybe not even this year, Russell Wilson could maybe pave the way. And if Russell Wilson does good this year, okay, maybe he can be back for another year. But if he doesn't, okay, then pave the way for the rookie.
Speaking of Shedeur Sanders, I mean, it doesn't look like his daddy is going to get an NFL job this year yet. So, I mean, I know we're not doing our NFL draft shows yet, but who do you think is going to draft Shedeur Sanders now? I mean, if I draft Shedeur Sanders, I'm thinking, okay, soon as, if I'm the coach, soon as I mess up, they're going to fire me and hire Dion. So why would I draft this kid?
I think the Giants are going to take him because like the Titans, it looks like the Titans are set in stone on Travis Hunter because that's what they're saying.
It's probably not the coach's decision, to draft. But if I was Brian Daboll, I'd be like, man, they was trying to fire me last year, and if I come out, 0-3, Dion's gonna be in my chair, in my office.
Yeah, you see, I don't think coaches know. I don't think general managers tell people or tell the coaches, "Hey, we're gonna fire you." Because like if that's the case, then Allen would have been fired after his second year. But shoot, I actually wanted to fire him after the first year, but I convinced myself into being like, "Oh, maybe it was just one bad year." Then he had a terrible second year.
They ain't gonna tell him. They ain't gonna tell him. It's just something he'll know. He'd know if we draft Shedeur Sanders, I'm one step out the door because his daddy wants to coach him, and
Yeah, I mean I understand that, but I don't think that being coaches' minds. Because like, if that was the case, then I don't think that they feel that type of pressure. Because that's the case, and they wouldn't have bad football teams. They would make sure to sign every good player or trade, or I don't know. But I will say
some
this.
people could think that way, and Shedeur Sanders could fall down the draft board because of that. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting to see how it
works. Yeah, but I do know. I think the Titans, they already said that they're trying to take the most generational player available at number one. And who else is that but Travis Hunter? Second pick, Cleveland. They already said that they're keeping Deshaun Watson. Hello, depressed Bengals fan. How you doing? I'm depressed too. Thanks for asking. But like the Browns, they already said that they're trying to keep Deshaun Watson, and I don't see them taking a quarterback. I mean, I think they should, but they're not going to. And the Giants, I feel like, are the most QB needy team because Will Levis, he's not a bad quarterback. Deshaun Watson, I don't feel like he's the worst. I think you can definitely do worse than Deshaun Watson, but I think the Giants, I don't even know if they have a quarterback right now. Like Drew freaking Lock. No, I'm sorry, but no. Tommy DeVito, that Italian brother. No, like they already got rid of Daniel Jones, which they should have did that 6 years ago, but it didn't. So, anyways, Dad, you got anything else?
Nope, we're good.
All right, shout out to PWCOTW for hopping in, Jerry G and Connor and depressed Bengals fan. So that we're gonna find you.
We're on Newbie YouTube channel and on Hurricane Mike every week.
Yeah, man, you can always find me here at Hurricane Mike, and you can always find me over at Kyle Phelps. Like, subscribe, share, turn the bell on so you don't miss another upload. And we're gonna leave you always with the who dat. Don't be a what, by chance?
Don't be a Falcon fan.
Don't be them fans, man. Man, I did a great job creating that outro, man. Like I got that from nobody. I created that on the nose.
The outro about what? Subscribe, share, all that?
No, about the don't be a fail content.
Oh, well, you Michael the Hurricane with 208 subscribers.
209, actually.
9. Oh, you got one today. All right.
Yeah, so yeah, I invented that outro. Like, obviously, people be saying don't do that, but man, ain't nobody say it every single show like I do. I got that on the nose anyway. All right. Well, I'll see y'all later. Maybe. I don't know.